Okay, and back to finish off part 2 of chapter 15. So, besides these, there were Maon, Carmel, Ziph, Judah, Jezreel, Zokadam, Zanah, Cain, Gibeah, and Timnah, 10 towns with their surrounding villages. In addition, there were Halhul, Bethzul, Zur, Gedar, Marath, Bethanath, and Eltkon, 6 towns with their surrounding villages. There were also Kirarath Baal, that is Kirarath Jearim, and Rabbah, 2 towns with their surrounding villages. In the wilderness, there were the towns of Beth Rabbah, Midin, Sekaka, Limshan, the city of Salt, and En Gedi, 6 towns with their surrounding villages. But the tribe of Judah could not drive out the Jebusites who lived in the city of Jerusalem. So the Jebusites lived there among the people of Judah to this day. In Joshua chapter 16, the inheritance of Ephron and West Manasseh. The allotment to the descendants of Joseph extended from the Jordan River near Jericho, east of the waters of Jericho, through the wilderness and into the hill country of Bethel. From Bethel, that is Luz, it ran over to Adaroth in the territory of the Arkites. Then it descended westward to the territory of the Japhalites as far as the lower Beth-horon, then to Gezer and onto the Mediterranean Sea. The land given to Ephron. The families of Joseph's sons, Manasseh and Ephraim, received their inheritance. The following territories was given to the families of the tribe of Ephraim as their inheritance. The eastern boundary of their inheritance began at Adaroth Adar. From there it ran up to Upper Beth-horon, then onto the Mediterranean Sea. The northern boundary began at the Mediterranean, ran past Mikmethoth, then curved eastward past Tanath Shiloh to the east of Jano. From Jano, it turned southward to Adaroth and Narah, touched Jericho, and ended at the Jordan River. From Tepa something, the border extended westward, following the Kana ravine to the Mediterranean Sea. This is the inheritance given to the families of the tribe of Ephraim. Ephraim was also given some towns with surrounding villages in the territory of the half-tribe of Manasseh. They did not drive the Canaanites out of Gezer, however, so the people of Gezer live as slaves among the people of Ephraim to this day. Joshua chapter 17, the land given to West Manasseh. The next allotment of land was given to the half-tribe of Manasseh, the descendants of Joseph's older son, Gilead, and Bashan, on the east side of the Jordan, had already been given to the family of Machir because he was a great warrior. Machir was Manasseh's oldest son and was the father of Gilead. Land on the west side of the Jordan was allotted to the remaining families within the tribe of Manasseh. Ebeser, Hilik, Israel, Shemek, Hefer, and Shemedah. However, Zelophehad, son of Hefer, who was a descendant of Manasseh, Machir, and Gilead, had no sons. Instead, he had 5 daughters. Their names were Milah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. These women came to Eleazar the priest, Joshua son of Nun, and the Israelite leaders, and said, "The Lord commanded Moses to give us an inheritance along with the men of our tribe." So Joshua gave them an inheritance along with their uncles, as the Lord had commanded. As a result, Manasseh's inheritance came to the 10 parcels of land in addition to the land of Gilead and Bashan across the Jordan River, because the female descendants of Manasseh received an inheritance along with the male descendants. The land of Gilead was given to the rest of the male descendants of Manasseh. The boundary of the tribe of Manasseh extended from the border of Asher to Mikmethoth, which is east of Shemek. Then the border went south from Mikmethoth to the people living near the spring of Tepa. The land surrounding Tepa belonged to Manasseh, but the town of Tepa on the border of Manasseh's territory belonged to the tribe of Ephraim. From the spring of Tepa, the border of Manasseh followed the northern side of the Kana ravine to the Mediterranean Sea. Several towns in Manasseh's territory belonged to the tribe of Ephraim. The land south of the ravine belonged to Ephraim, and the land north of ravine belonged to Manasseh, with the Mediterranean Sea forming Manasseh's western border. North of Manasseh was the territory of Asher, and to the east was the territory of Issachar. The following towns within the territory of Issachar and Asher were given to Manasseh: Bethshan, Iblim, Dor, that is, Lephrath, Dor, Indor, Taanach, and Megiddo, with their respective villages. But the descendants of Manasseh was unable to occupy these towns. They could not drive out the Canaanites, who continued to live there. Later on, however, when the Israelites became strong enough, they forced the Canaanites to work as slaves, but they did not drive them out of the land. The descendants of Joseph came to Joshua and asked, "Why have you given us only one portion of land when the Lord has given us so many people?" Joseph replied, "If the hill country of Ephraim is not large enough for you, clear out the land for yourselves in the forest where the Perizzites and Raphites live." They said, "The hill country is not enough for us, and the Canaanites in the lowlands around Bethshan and the valley of Jezreel have iron chariots. They are too strong for us." Then Joseph said to the tribes of Ephraim and Manasseh, the descendants of Joseph, "Since you are so large and strong, you will be given more than one portion. The forest of the hill country will be yours as well. Clear as much of the land as you wish and live there. I am sure you could drive up the Canaanites from the valleys, too, even though they are strong and have iron chariots." Okay, and with that, I'll be back later with Chapter 18.